What's going on, guys? Chillisfm here, taking a look at some triple flyer meme team battles in the Open Ultra League. Guys, I put this team together purely as a meme team, not expecting to get very many wins, but I actually ended up going positive on the day. 4 out of my 5 sets were positive with this team, and I think it actually kind of makes sense. I mean, there's not really any electric types out there, not really any rock types out there. Yeah, I mean, there's some ice types like Walrein, but the fire types can handle those pretty well. So it's not really that big of a deal. So I do think that if you're wanting to run a triple flyer meme team, right now is the perfect meta for it. We're going to be jumping on into some of these battles. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment down below. It helps me out quite a bit. Going for the Brave Bird up against the Chillisfm. They do shield it up. That is perfectly fine with me. I'm almost at the next one, so they are forced to throw some energy. If this is a Bubble Beam, I will survive, but they do go for the Shadow Ball. Makes sense. So they might be running Shadow Ball and Ice Beam. I don't know. Either way, come back in with Pidgeot. Pidgeot can tank an Ice Beam, no problem. So we're going to risk it. And yes, it is the Ice Beam, but like I said, Pidgeot just holds on, no big deal. So we build up to the Brave Bird, going for the Feather Dance bait. I'm expecting them to shield this one up, trying to get this Pidgeot out of here. And yes, they shielded up. That's perfect for me. They come back in with the Heracross. I'm going to go ahead and swap out into Charizard and just go for the Dragon Tail here. However, the Dragon Claw there. However, they throw first, and after they throw the close combat, I recognize I can just farm down. They are not running Rock Blast, it seems. So I farm down, got a Blast Burn ready to go, going for the Blast Burn into this Chillisfm. This will do big damage even though it's resisted. I mean, Chillisfm's very bulky, it doesn't KO by any means, but it puts them very close to Dragon Claw range. Going for Dragon Claw, this should be a CMP tie as well. Is it the CMP tie? Yes, it is. Chillisfm's down to 1 HP. I mean, 1 Gust will take it out, or 1 Fire Spin if I survive this, and look at that. Charizard holds on, 1 Fire Spin takes out the Chillisfm. That's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Alright, jumping into battle number 2 up against a Shadow Nidoqueen lead. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and bank some energy on our Pidgeot. Wait till they debuff us with the Poison Fang. Most of them are not going to be overfarming by a ton. Because, I mean, most of them don't run Stone Edge, and baiting it's not really worthwhile. So they go for the Poison Fang. I'm able to swap out into Charizard. They're going to go ahead and throw another Poison Fang into Charizard. But maybe this means they don't have a solid answer for a Fire and Flying type Pokemon. We're going to find out. They do bring in a Greedent, which is definitely not a good answer. I mean, we're double resisting all the fast moves here. However, they will definitely outpace us to the Body Slams. They do shield up the Blast Burn right there. By the way, I always go for Blast Burn. Like, Dragon Claw is such a bad bait, right? It's non-stab. The energy difference is not that big, and the damage difference is pretty massive. So going for the Blast Burn typically is going to be the play. I'm able to connect with that one. Am I able to make it to another Dragon Claw? Well, they get scared, and they go ahead and throw some energy, which is perfect for me. Because now I can come in with Pidgeot and farm down, but remember, this is a Greedent. Greedent always has more energy than you think. I'm thinking like, okay, I'll tank this Body Slam. I'll probably be able to farm down. But it's a Greedent. So you know they're going to be able to get to another Body Slam after just 1 more Bullet Seed. That's fine. I can shield this one up. I do have a Brave Bird loaded, ready to go for whatever comes in. Or a Feather Dance if I want to bait with the Feather Dance. So we'll see what they want to come in with. Is it going to be, what was their lead Pokemon? Yes, the Nidoqueen. Going straight for the Brave Bird, not messing around here. Does it connect? Yes, it does. Takes out the Nidoqueen. What's in back? It's going to be a Scrafty. And at this point, I have no reason not to just go straight Brave Bird. I can just build up to 100 energy, throw 1 Brave Bird. If they shield it, we just go for the next one. This game is in the bag. I am telling y'all, we go ahead and tank that Foul Play. No reason to shield there. I mean, or lose con, I guess, would be shielding a Power Up Punch and then them getting to a Foul Play. We're going for the Brave Bird. It connects. My opponent does not know when to use their shields, and that's going to be a GG's. I mean, either way, it was over, so I think they were just conceding there, but GG's, well played to my opponent. All right, Walrein lead. Definitely a tough lead. We're going to be swapping out to Charizard, and we do lure out the Giratina, which is perfect because we can chip away with these Dragon Claws, possibly even force a shield, and then we can align it with Pidgeot. Since this is a Shadow Claw Giratina, I mean, that's just such a dominating matchup for Pidgeot. So they're going to be throwing their own Dragon Claws. I'm going to go for the next one right here. This will be putting them into the yellow, not really threatening a shield just yet, but if I make it to another one, possibly we do get a shield. We'll just have to see how quickly they throw their energy, and they do throw it before I make it to the next one. So good play by my opponent, but I can come in and just commit to the farm down with my Pidgeot here. So they're going to, of course, reach a Dragon Claw, maybe even 2. but the Shadow Claws are literally doing nothing, or not literally, but like, they're not doing much, right? They're double resisted, plus Giratina is a bulky Pokemon, so yeah, I mean, it's like 1 damage per Dragon, or per Shadow Claw, probably. Alright, so they get to the second Dragon Claw, they swap out into Talonflame. I'm going straight for the Brave Bird. I just didn't really feel like baiting today, right? Go for the Brave Bird. They do shoot it up. I'm going to bring in my own Talonflame, and we are in a little bit of a sticky situation here because I can't really throw my Brave Bird immediately. That would drop my defense by 2 stages, and I'd have no energy left over. So I have to overfarm here, and I do go for the bait with the Flame Charge, but this is probably going to be a pretty easy bait to call. Still, they are 2 stages debuff, so it does a nice bit of damage, but we have to also shield up the potential Brave Bird right here. And it is another Brave Bird, so we should be able to farm down from here. 1 Incinerate, 2 Incinerates. Does it? I have a Brave Bird ready to go. Is it going to be enough to close out this game? We have the Flame Charge first. We're going for the Flame Charge. This is already boosted, so this should do quite a bit of damage. They do respect it. They throw up a shield, and I'm expecting to catch on this next Brave Bird, but they overfarm, so I'm like, okay, I guess they just not going to catch, and then I throw it, and they catch. So great play by my opponent. They read me like a book. I'm going to come in with my Pidgeot now, and they also threw their energy, which is absolutely massive. We waste some of their energy right there. They're going to be able to make it to another Icicle Spirit, but hopefully Talonflame can survive, and if so, I need the Brave Bird to be enough to KO this Walrein. So we're at the Brave Bird. Is this going to be enough? I was so nervous right here. I was making sure I hit every single bubble, and yes, takes out the Walrein. And that's going to be a GG's. Well played. All right, into the next one. Up against Scrafty lead, so beautiful lead. By the way, Pidgeot, really good lead right now. I've been playing Pidgeot for a couple days in the lead, and I've mostly caught good leads. So I do recommend running Pidgeot right now if you have one. I mean, nobody's running Registeel in the lead, right? Nobody's running Registeel in the lead. If people are running Registeel, it's in the back. So I think I ran into one Registeel in the lead out of like 10 sets. So anyways, going for the Blast Burn against Cofagrigus. I told y'all I do not bait with the Charizard. Never. Absolutely never. Unless, like, you know they're going to shield. Like, if it's their final Pokemon, then sure, you can bait. We're going to be able to, no, not quite reach the Dragon Claw right there. So we do go down, but we can bring in our Pidgeot again. We're going to be double resisting all these Shadow Claws. They were staying in that lead matchup, telling me they are at least double weak, which right here, we see the double weakness, but maybe even triple weak. So I do go ahead and shoot up the Dark Pulse right there, farm down. They're coming back in with Scrafty, so I'm just going to go for the Feather Dance here. It won't be enough to KO. It's unlikely that they shield, but I don't want to drop my defense either. And it drops their attack harshly, so like now I can eat this Foul Play. It's not going to be doing that much damage, not going to be taking me out by any means, not even putting me in the red. Now they're coming in with the Trevenant. We're just going to debuff this thing to the moon. First Feather Dance coming through, gets the shield, beautiful. Now we can just go for the next Feather Dance. Could have even gone for the Brave Bird. Do they still have a shield? I can't actually see. My camera's in the way of their shields, so I can't actually see. But either way, like Seed Bomb, not going to take us out. We're going for the next Feather Dance. They're going to be 4 stages debuffed on their attack now, so we can. I wanted to just farm them down, but it looks like the Shadow Claws were going to take me out, so I do swap out into Talonflame, but just a flex. We're going to eat the Shadow Ball. It does absolutely nothing, like not even a fourth of my health. That's absolutely ridiculous. So GG's, well played to my opponent. All right, into the next one, up against the Luxury lead. So we do actually see an electric type, definitely not something we want to see. Going to swap out into Charizard, just going to go for this Dragon Claw immediately, because if I can just chip away, like that's what I need, right? I need to get this thing out no matter what it takes, even if it's just little by little. We're going to go ahead and call the bait here. I mean, they're at the back-to-back wild charges. I'm not going to use both shields and then them just swap out. And they bait me with the Psychic Fang. So at this point, I can shield up this next one, knowing it's likely to be the wild charge. And yes, it is. Can I farm down after? Yes, I can. They do not make it to another wild charge. We handle the electric type, only to be met with a rock type. What does this guy have against flyers? I don't know. We go for the Dragon Claw. Yeah, that was actually a bad bait right there. I thought I was going to make it to 2 Dragon Claws because I thought they were going to be running counter. No, they're running Rock Throw, so even worse for my team. They're at the Rock Slide right here. We do definitely have to shield it up, but this is our final shield, and like at this point, they know we are so weak to this thing. They're going to protect it, so I have to go for the Feather Dance bait right here. We will get the shield. Hopefully my Talonflame can hold on and survive a few rock throws. I mean, goodness gracious. So they do throw one more rock slide here. At least they're dumping their energy. Talonflame, can you farm down? It's resisted damage versus double super effective damage, and you can see there's just no way. I go for the flame charge here because I just really wanted to see what their third Pokemon is, to see if they just hate flying types that much. But they do showed it up, and now they're going to go for the rock slide. I'm going to let them, right? Like, they have a chance to sweep with a XL Sudowoodo. You got to give them that chance. You got to give them that chance. You can't just be like, no, you can't sweep. No, you can't do that. So GG's, reflect to my opponent, a very cool team. I wish I would have seen the third, but that's all right. All right, moving into the next one, up against a Talonflame lead. So we are going to be staying in here, shielding up the potential Brave Bird. I'm going to actually brighten it a little bit here. Yeah. And then they're going to be swapping out into a Charmer. And anytime you see a Charmer swap in, you just got to assume double Charm, right? And if this is double Charm, we are just straight chilling. We got 2 fire types in the back. Going to be going for the flame charges here. They do outpace us, and they did overfarm past this Psyshock, and they actually go for the Moonblast, which is very interesting to me. I guess Moonblast might do slightly more damage than Psyshock, but it is a resistant move, or maybe they just don't have the Community Day Sylveon, which I don't see that being the possibility. Either way, we survive. We're going to be able to get off this Brave Bird against their Talonflame, forcing a shield from my opponent. You love to see it, and then they are going to be able to take us out. But we can come back in with Pidgeot. We're expecting another Charmer in the back. Is it going to be another Charmer? Well, they're throwing energy first, and again, going to respect the Brave Bird right here. If it's another Charmer, we don't need a shield for Charizard anyways. And then I'm just going for the Feather Dance because of, why not, right? I expect a shield. No shield. No shield. It's a good call by my opponent. And can I farm down? I cannot, but this should only be another flame charge. Their attack is dropped by 1 stage. And yeah, it's a flame charge. So we survive, ready to swap out into Charizard. But instead, they're coming in with a Gengar. So we're just going to go straight for the Feather Dance. Might as well drop this Gengar's attack. Gengar very attack weighted. But now, if they have a Shadow Ball, if they have Sludge Bomb, whatever it is, Charizard should be able to survive, and they are forced to throw their big move right here because a Shadow Punch just wouldn't take out Pidgeot. So yes, they do throw a Sludge Bomb. We know they have Sludge Bomb going just for the Dragon Claw. They do outpace just barely. It's going to be another Sludge Bomb. But like I said, they are 2 stages debuffed. We're going to survive it, no big deal. Going for the Dragon Claw. Is this enough to take out Gengar? I mean, Gengar super classy, right? Yeah, takes them out. And that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, into the next one. Pidgeot up against a Greedent lead. Greedent, pretty good for my entire team. So I'm going to go ahead and stay in just to bank up a little bit of energy. And then I will be swapping out to Charizard. I did want them to go ahead and throw 1 Body Slam. Just that way Charizard's not getting spammed to death. And now we can come in with Charizard. Are they going to stay in? Nope. They're going to be swapping out into a Nidoqueen. So we're going straight for the Blast Burn again. Not baiting, never baiting, never baiting. Do they shield? No, they do not. And that's why you don't bait with Charizard. You just don't, guys. You just don't. So they go ahead and make it with the Poison Fang. But we are going to be able to farm down before they get to a second one. We don't have to use the shield. We have Switch Advantage. What are they going to come in with? Is it going to be the Greedent? It is. And I could have thrown the Dragon Claw there to get chip damage, but it doesn't do that much against Greedent. I'd rather force them to throw their energy, and that's exactly what happens. They throw the Body Slam to take me out. I'm coming back in with Pidgeot because we didn't see a great answer for a Fire Flyer. Maybe they don't have a great answer for a Fire Flyer. Going for the Brave Bird. Greedent does hold on, but we catch the Body Slam on our Talonflame. We'll have to see what is in back to see if this is going to be a Talonflame. Yeah, this is just a dominant matchup for Talonflame, right? Well, I shouldn't say dominant, but we have shields, right? We can just go for the Flame Charge here, ramping up the Incinerate damage. The Trevenant's just not going to come out of this healthy. Plus, I still have a Pidgeot, which is an absolute wall for this thing. Why hasn't my opponent not top left? I don't know. But since they haven't, we're going to flex on them. You know, if you're going to waste my time, then I'm going to flex on you. So I'm not shielding this either. If it's a Seed Bomb, we survive this, I believe. Yeah, we survive it. They do get the Shadow Claw down there, which is nice for them. But again, we got Pidgeot, which is a wall. I'm not using my shields. I'm 2 shield flexing on you because you're wasting my time. So we eat that Seed Bomb, no big deal. They can come back in with the Greedent. They can throw a Body Slam. They can throw a Crunch. I don't care. We're surviving it. No big deal. and we're just gonna fast move down. That's gonna be G's, able to two-shield flex on them though, so that always feels good, even though like they wasted my time. Alright, up against their Shadow Swampert lead, and they do swap out immediately. I'm gonna be answering their Articuno with my Talonflame, but we do have to watch out for the Ancient Power, right? It does hit for double super effective. I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. If they have it, so be it. And yes, they do have Ancient Power. However, they don't get the boost, which is good for me. I can go for this Flame Charge. This will do a ton of damage to Articuno. So they do throw up a shield. So that's perfectly fine by me. I'm going to be able to reach this next Flame Charge. I don't throw it immediately, and I really don't know why, because now I have to give up a shield for this Icy Wind. So definitely not the best play on my part, but I do overfarm here, going for the Flame Charge at this point. I don't think I reach another one though. If they shield this up, I think they just get switched. Yeah. So definitely not a good play by me to overfarm there, but we can come in now with Charizard. They should not be able to reach another Ancient Power, not even able to reach the Icy Wind. So we do get a nice energy lead with our Charizard. But what are they going to be coming in with next? It's going to be the Shadow Swampert, of course, but we can go for the Blast Burn. I mean, this is a Shadow Swampert, right? This is going to do quite a bit of damage. Takes out half of their health, and now we can come back in with Pidgeot. In the back, they have a Lugia, and I'm like, what the heck do I do? A Lugia in Ultra League, you don't see that very often. But I'm going to go for the Feather Dance because I don't want to drop my defense just yet. I am going to go ahead and drop their attack, and then they do reach... well, I didn't think this was enough for the Aeroblast, so I immediately no-showed. It is the Aeroblast though, but we survived since we did debuff their attack by 2 stages. Going to go for the Brave Bird here, undercharging though, because I need farm on my Charizard. I don't win this without farm on my Charizard, and you can see I didn't even throw the Guts there. I wanted them to farm me down. They will be able to reach a Sky Attack against Charizard. I cannot use my shield though. That Swampert has energy. We're going to get Hydro Cannon if we use the shield. So we eat the Sky Attack. It actually does like nothing, right? I forgot that their attack was also down 2 stages. So now we're going to shoot up this Hydro Cannon. We got the Blast Burn ready to go. Y'all already saw how much this does. This is going to take out the Shadow Swampert. Charizard being a Swampert counter confirmed. And then one more Fire Spin takes out the Lugia. That's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, into the next one, up against the Gengar lead. I think this is the final battle as well. And they're going to be swapping out into Typhlosion. So we do swap out into our Talonflame. This is a pretty good matchup for Talonflame, but we will want to go for the Brave Bird eventually now. They have a slight energy lead. I'm going to want to throw this Brave Bird actually immediately. But we over tap, and I thought there was desync there. I thought I was still going to be able to get off my Brave Bird. They somehow still win CMP, so I end up using my energy, and they got off the Blast Burn again. Going to go for the undercharge here because I want to get a little bit of a farm down. And yes, we do undercharge perfectly because we're able to get 2 Incinerates through, and we have another Brave Bird ready to go for when that Gengar comes back in. So Gengar should be coming back in. Yes, Flame Charge is threatening to Gengar, but I'm not really going to reach 2 moves, and I don't want to give them extra farm, so we're going straight for the Brave Bird. Our defense is down by 4 stages at this point. They only get through 3 Shadow Claws, so basically no farm for them. And now they're going to be staying in here to get to these, what I expect to be the Sludge Bomb, right? They didn't build up to Focus Blast. We need a Sludge Bomb. We do. It puts us into the yellow, but now we can debuff whatever they come in with, and unfortunately, it's another Swampert, so Charizard's going to have to do some work against Swampert again. We go for the Feather Dance, and they call the bait. Great call by my opponent. Charizard coming in now to soak up energy, but again, we dropped their attack by 2 stages, so can we survive a Hydro Cannon? Yes, we can, like, surprisingly well. We cannot survive a second one, though. Going for the Dragon Claw at this point, because they do have to use their shields at some point, and yes, they do use the shield there. I mean, a Blast Burn would have KO'd, so like that bait makes sense. Just going for another Dragon Claw right here, because we want to get the chip damage, and we do just that, and it was CMB die. So perfect. We can save the shield for our Pidgeot. Can we farm down this Swampert before they get to another move? They swap out into the Gengar. Again, just going for the Feather Dance here. Probably should have just gone for the Brave Bird to get the KO, but is what it is, and they actually don't reach a charge move anyways. So Swampert comes back in. We still got a shield. It doesn't matter if they make it to 1 charge move, as long as they don't make it to a second one, and they just do energy against the Charizard, so we should be good here. Yes, we farm down. That's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent, and yes, that is the final battle. So guys, if y'all enjoyed the Triple Flyer Madness, make sure that you go ahead and leave a like and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts of this team were. Will you be trying out some meme teams as well, or are y'all trying to sweat out there? Let me know. I'm kind of actually curious. What are my viewers doing? Are y'all sweating? Y'all playing meta? Trying to work on your mechanics? Or you just having some fun and playing some dumb stuff like this? Let me know. All right, guys. Thank y'all all so much for watching. Until next time, this is Chillisfm reminding you to always keep pushing forward.